I find that a lot of us spend a lot of our lives looking for clarity, trying to figure out that next step that we're supposed to take, because life has a way of lifing us, and then suddenly we can't see the next step anymore. Suddenly we're unable to see our growth and where we're going and figure out what to do. And then we have all of these possibilities of things that we could do that could help, and then a lot of things that we just have to do as a regular everyday thing, and then everything starts piling up, and then we have no idea which step is the next right one to take. And I do that because there is really no right or wrong in life. If you take a path that is considered wrong or make a wrong choice, you're going to end up learning from that, and hopefully it will grow from it. So in the end, it's not really a wrong one, it was the right one for your path. So just needed to throw that out there. But clarity is a funny thing, really, because we spend so much time thinking through everything that we could do to try to find clarity in what we should be doing. Should. You should too much, you'll shit all over yourself. Also need to throw that out there. But funny enough, clarity doesn't seem to come until we slow down long enough to hear it. Because clarity doesn't scream, it whispers. It's slowly there, lingering in the background. And once we quiet our minds and realize that we don't need to be carrying all these other thoughts, like, bring your awareness to them, acknowledge them, but you don't have to hold on to them and figure it out right then and there. You just have to quiet your mind, quiet your surroundings, whether it's through meditation or journaling or going for a walk or just sitting in silence, just giving yourself the space to come back to yourself. That is how you get to clarity. Welcome to the Radiant Sun. My name is Kendra. I am a clarity and momentum coach, and today we are talking about finding clarity, and you don't find it until you stop looking for it. I mean, think about it. When have you had your best ideas, your best moments? Was it from when you were spending 1, 2, 3+ hours trying to figure it out? Or did it happen when you kind of least expected it? When you gave yourself permission to rest or take a day off, and then all of a sudden you're just enjoying life, laughing, having fun, and an idea just hits you out of nowhere. It's like, whoa, wow, when I get back home, I know exactly what I'm going to do. How many times has that happened? Maybe not in that exact scenario, but how many times has that happened? You never figure out the right next step when you're trying to figure out the next step. So if you're looking for clarity and you have all of these ideas of things that you could do, or maybe you have no ideas and you just have no idea what direction to go in, silence everything. It's like how people say to silence your phone, just put it away for a while. Give yourself that space to just be a human being and just live life for a minute. Nothing is going to go anywhere. Everything will still be there for you to tend to if you were to take a day off or even a few hours. And it is so worth it. Time is an enigma. You literally have the whole world in the palm of your hands, and we get all of these opportunities and solutions thrown our way. It pays off to just sleep on it. Take your time. Don't even really think about it. Just feel what you need, and then when you circle back to it, anything that doesn't meet that need, rule out. If you really want the security of just having one backup, keep the backup, but keep coming back to yourself. Keep doing what you feel aligned and called to do, because the more things that you pull into your life that you're like not 100% on board with, that's kind of going to be the theme of your life. And I think we can all agree that that's not really how we want to live. And sometimes, yeah, we do have to make some pretty hard decisions, and we end up having to temporarily deal with something that we aren't fully aligned with, and that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. But what really matters in those moments is to just go in it in the most positive state that you can. Go in it showing the appreciation for what it's giving you and how it's supporting you in the ways that you need. Don't focus on what you don't like about it, because well, then you'll just think of that more. Think about it as a stepping stone, because this is just a transition point, and then after this chapter is over, like, this is just one season. After this is over, you're off to what you've been calling in, what you've been working towards, and you know that. So don't get too down on the weird in between, because in order to call in the life that you want to live, we have to shed the life that no longer serves us, and that takes time, because inside we can change like this. We can find the clarity and then still see no change. But the physical has a bit of a delay because it's the physical reality. Things can't just boop, change. Although I would love that. But the point of saying that is because when we find the clarity, the noise isn't going to stop. But we have the choice to pay attention to it or not. I vote not. You'd be doing yourself a disservice by overthinking every single possible outcome that could happen. All the what ifs. Because when you search for clarity for so long and then you start getting down on yourself, you start feeling like, oh, what if I never figure it out? What if it never happens? What if it never comes? Then you start spiraling into more thoughts. The hardest thing that we can do is slow down. Especially when all we've been doing our whole lives is going. And then everybody expects us to continue to go. And we have so much that we are now juggling. How do you expect to find clarity in a jungle of thoughts that require your attention every 2 seconds? You have to be in charge of your own thoughts to silence what does not matter in that exact moment. Come back to yourself, whatever that is for you. I'm going to leave you with this, though. When you find that clarity, when you're able to find the way home to yourself, silence the noise. You might not even get your answer right away, or you might not think you are. Don't overthink that part. Just be with yourself. Don't be with yourself to get the clarity. You're just being with yourself. And in turn, you will get the clarity. And when that happens, it can be pretty exciting. Because you finally have a tangible map that you can look at. And you can start planning and doing things. But don't think you always have to do something. Don't think that you always have to perform. Don't keep score on yourself. You found the clarity. You implemented action. You have a game plan. That's already way further than you were a few days ago. Don't feel like you have to keep doing more and more and more because you finally know the direction. Because then you'll end up coming right back to where you started, because you're going to end up having all these thoughts on what you could do. And then you're going to get so excited and want to do all of them. But which one is the right for you? Which one is the right one for you? Which one is it that actually aligns with where you want to go? Because when we start building, we get excited. When we get excited, we tend to do things a little faster, but we don't want to build fast. That's how we make mistakes. And again, mistakes are good because we learn from them. But I'm sure we could all agree that we don't want constant mistakes every single time we try to take a step. That can feel pretty frustrating. So remind yourself that each time you get clarity and you implement that, circle back around to stillness and just being. Then the next step will happen. When clarity arrives, it doesn't light up the whole hallway for us. It just illuminates the next step that we need to take. And it makes sure that we're going the right direction in the hallway and not bumping into the wall. So, do with that what you will. But, like, even this for me, this is coming back to myself. It's recording. It's being with my family. It's taking late night baths. It's journaling. It's doodling. It's doing whatever flows and whatever I need in that moment. Allowing myself to live my life and enjoying the feeling that comes from that and being grateful for every second of it. And then just taking the next aligned step. And you might not notice it, but clarity will be right around the corner from there. So I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.